Hey everybody, it's Blazing903. If you're new to the channel, please hit like and smash that subscribe button. In this video, I'm going to be sharing my experience with a full clay bar and detail of my brand new Honda Civic Touring Edition. And before we get started, I want to share with you the products that I will be using on this full detail. To start off, I'm going to be using Meguiar's clay bar and using the Quick Wax as a lubricant. For the full exterior of the vehicle, I'm going to be using the Meguiar's Gold Class Canuba Plus. It's a premium liquid wax with exclusive blends of Canuba Plus protecting polymers, creating a deep, dazzling shine. For the tires, Meguiar's Hot Shine Foam. For the exterior black plastics, I'm going to be using the Meguiar's Ultimate Liquid Wax because the Gold Class is not meant to go on plastics. And by plastics, I mean areas like this. For the headlights, I'm going to be using the Meguiar's Plastex. For the chrome exterior parts, I'm going to be using the Motul Chrome and Polish. For the interior carpets, I'm going to be using the 303 Fabric Guard. In an effort to keep this video from becoming a 5-hour video, I went ahead and clay barred the entire vehicle. But for demonstration purposes, I'm going to go ahead and clay bar this little section. So you take the clay bar and you massage it. Now, I've seen some videos out there on YouTube with persons detailing their car or clay barring their car, and they have their wedding bands on, watches, belts, bracelets, things of that nature. These things are going to increase your chances of scratching the vehicle. So do yourself a favor. In the long run, it is easier and wiser to remove these articles from your body. So after you massage the clay bar, you're going to want one side to be relatively flat. So you go ahead and spray your lubricant. And what I like to do is I will press on the clay bar just ever so slightly so that the clay bar conforms to the shape of the area in which you're clay barring. And so the motion in which is preferred and that I like to use and works for me very, very well is this motion here several times. Now, of course, it's gliding right over the paint because, again, it's already been clay barred. So after doing that several times, go in this motion. This will further increase your chances of full coverage. Once, as you can see, nothing on the clay bar. Once you're done with that, go ahead and take a microfiber towel and wipe it down. Now, I'm an advocate of wiping down the car in the direction of how the vehicle flows. So I don't like to swirl the microfiber towel. I will use it in long strokes just to decrease my chances of any swirl marks or any scratches. And now that the vehicle has received the full clay bar treatment, I'm going to move on to step number 2, which is to apply the Meguiar's Gold Class Canuba Plus Premium Liquid Wax. And very similar to the clay barring, I'm going to go ahead and apply this premium wax and then show you a little sample size of how I applied it. Before I get to that though, I'm gonna go ahead and upload a picture right now of the clay bar and how it looked after using it initially. And I was completely blown away at how much dirt and junk and chemicals the clay bar picked up for a brand new vehicle. So I know there's a lot of debate out there with regard to should you clay bar a new vehicle or should you go ahead and wait. In my opinion, I always clay bar my brand new vehicles. The reason why I did not post a video on a full detail on my Corvette is because I got it ceramic coated. So for those of you that know, ceramic coating does include a clay bar treatment as well as paint correction and things of that nature. Since I have no intentions of ceramic coating this vehicle, I went ahead and clay barred it myself. It's a relatively small vehicle. It took me maybe 45 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and post the picture of the full suds that I put on it, the power washing, and of course that clay bar with all the contaminants that it had in it. I thought it might be beneficial to show you half of the hood fully clay barred and waxed, and the other half just clay barred. Now keeping in mind that this is a brand new vehicle, the difference might be difficult to pick up on camera, but I will tell you in person there is a noticeable difference. This side here is fully clay barred and fully waxed. This side here, you can kind of see the line right there where I stopped. It is just clay barred. So I'll take outside pictures in the sun, but from here in person with this lighting, there is a noticeable difference to the eye. The gloss and the shine is noticeably different from the wax side to just the clay bar side. Maybe from this angle, you might be able to see it non-clay barred. I'm sorry, clay barred, non-waxed. Clay barred and wax. Keeping with the same model that I did with the clay bar, I have completely protected the vehicle with the wax, while leaving this sample size here for presentation purposes. As you can see, it is completely hazed up and tight swirls. The hazing would take 5 to 8 minutes. I've also seen some YouTube reviewers complain that this particular wax is difficult to remove. I have to tell you that in the past few hours that I've been detailing this vehicle, I have not experienced that. Maybe it has to do with the microfiber towel that I'm using. This towel I purchased from Walmart, and it came in a pack of maybe 10. And one side is for removal of wax, and then the other side is for buffing. I will say that this is a super cheap towel, super cheap pack of 10. I think it was like $5, and it made removing the wax effortless. And so for presentation purposes, remember keeping in mind that I like to remove the wax and clay bar the vehicle using the lines of the vehicle. So I will then do, for example, when I did the vehicle, I did the whole hood in this fashion, completely up and down. And then of course I will box it out to ensure I have full removal. Then, and it's difficult to do with one hand, but I will turn it over and go to the buffing side, following the same concept, following the lines of the vehicle, and then boxing it out, with the final buff being the lines of the vehicle. At this point, I'm gonna move on to the glass, and I'm gonna do the glass with the Ultimate Liquid Wax, just as a Rain-X on steroids type deal. I've done this on all my vehicles. Waxing your glass is a phenomenal way of allowing the rain just to bounce off, reducing the wear and tear on your windshield wipers, and just having that extra protection, extra visibility when it downpours. And I have completed all of the exterior glass with the Meguiar's Ultimate Liquid Wax. And here's a little sample section for you. It's probably difficult to see on camera, but the swirl marks are right here. It's just tight circles. No different than if you were waxing the vehicle itself. Glass is the same exact format. So you just remove the wax, and just like the body of the vehicle, and then because I'm using this particular microfiber towel, turn it to the buff side and do a final buff. I picked up this trick from watching several YouTubers, and I have been doing this for years, and it really does make a humongous difference when it rains. So if you've never done this, I would strongly suggest that you at least try it. And final wipe is just up and down, again following the lines of the vehicle. Now the next portion of the detail is the Moto and the chrome exterior components. And I have now completed applying the chrome polish to the front area of the vehicle. So as you can see, it's come to a haze. That's just letting me know that it's ready to be removed. So just gonna go ahead and wipe it off. And as with other sections of the vehicle, turn the towel over to the side where I can buff it to a brilliant shine. I'll go ahead and finish this off. And the next portion of the video is going to be the interior, where I'm going to do the quick wax on some of the interior components like the dash, and I'll do the seats with the leather cleaner. And as far as the dash is concerned, I go ahead and apply some Meguiar's quick wax on the microfiber towel. I try not to apply the quick wax directly on the dash, only because it splashes on the glass and it just delays the whole progress. So I've been using quick wax on the dash for years as well. Always keeps the dash looking new. Hopefully it prevents it from cracking. I've never really had a car long enough to know if it actually prevents from cracking, but I have to say that at a minimum, this doesn't hurt. And as you can see, there's no streaking. There's no real high gloss like some leather cleaners and quick waxes for that matter leave the dash looking ultra glossy, which to my eyes is not appealing. This one restores it to its natural state, which is a non-glossy but protected dash. I have already done the headlights and the taillights with the Plastex by Meguiar's, but for presentation purposes, I'm going to go ahead and do a small section of the headlights once again. Now this particular time, I'm going to use a microfiber towel instead of an applicator. And so it comes out just like any other wax would. And so just go ahead and again, tight circles. I have now waited about 5 minutes, and as you can see, it's come to a complete haze. So I'll use this side of the towel to easily remove the protectant. And as you can see, it comes off with ease. Almost to the point where I really don't need to flip the towel over for the buffing side, but I will anyway, just as a protective measure. And there you go. This product really works great. And now it's time to treat and condition the leather seats. For this portion of the video, I'm gonna deviate from the Meguiar's product line and use the Luxe Leather Cleaner and Conditioner by Turtle Wax. And just in case you're wondering why I'm using a leather cleaner on my seats and I use the quick wax on the dash and other portions where there's leather, like on the door panel, it's because although the quick wax does a good job of not showing an ultra shine on the plastics and leather, it does provide a slippery surface. And I found that the Turtle Wax Luxe Leather cleans and gives it a really clean look, minus the slippery and sliding that can occur with some products. So with that said, I simply spray on, pretty liberal with the spraying, and just casually wipe off the excess. I do leave on quite a few, and what I'm wiping off is simply the excess. But the reason why I leave quite a bit of the product on is so that it can seep in and do its job. It needs time to absorb into the leather, and that's where the conditioning aspect of the product comes in. So now I will go ahead and condition the rest of the leather seats and then move on to the carpets, which, as you can see, need some attention. But I will take the carpets inside, vacuum them, and then protect them with the product 303. And unfortunately, my 303 Fabric Guard bottle stopped squirting, so I went ahead and changed the liquid from there to an empty bottle that I had. So here I'm going to just spray generously. This is just to waterproof the car mats and prevent them from staining and just hopefully just prolong its life. I mean, that's pretty much all you can ask for. I have used this product for many years, the 303 Fabric Guard. I was introduced to that product when I owned a convertible, and I used it for the soft convertible top. I also realized that it was great for car floor mats. And so I plan to spray the 303 about every 3 to 4 months. And now I'm in the final steps of the complete detail of the brand new Honda Civic. And at this point, I went ahead and hit the rims with quick wax, as I always do. As those Corvette owners know, the Corvettes have an enormous amount of brake dust. So I hit the Corvette with quick wax. So I pretty much buy this in bulk. So I will continue that methodology with the Honda Civic and hit these rims with quick wax. Again, with the hopes that it just prolongs the life of the rims. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and hit the tires with the Meguiar's Hot Shine Foam. I've already done the 3 other tires, so let's go ahead and hit this. As you can see, it foams in a tremendous amount. Now, I went ahead and hit a lot of the rim because it's difficult to aim and hold the camera at the same time, but I just wanted to show you how much it foams, and I will go ahead and take the car out and take some exterior videos so you can see the full detail and what the car looks like in the sun. And this is the finished product. So in my opinion, the big debate over whether you should wax and clay bar your vehicle upon purchasing it brand new is a resounding yes. I will tell you that this vehicle probably sat in the lot for a few months before I purchased it, so taking that into account, the vehicle was a lot dirtier than what it appeared. But I gotta tell you, the Meguiar's wax really makes this cosmic blue metallic paint pop. All the different chemicals that I used on this vehicle really did a wonderful job. The chrome polish looks amazing. The jewel headlights look spectacular after I treated it with the plastics. But I gotta tell you, it's the paint job. that really is a resounding thumbs up and worth every effort that I applied today. Let me take a closer look here so you can see. Can you see the speckle? This cosmic metallic blue looks spectacular. I think this vehicle in this color just looks fantastic. I also did the back tail lights in the Plastex. But wow, I am so happy with the results. Meguiar's wax, thumbs up. Carnauba wax is the first time I've used that one. I've usually used the Meguiar's Ultimate, but I only had a little bit left, so I used the Ultimate for the parts that the Carnauba wax couldn't go on, which is the glass, some of the black accents. Let's go ahead and open the door and look at the interior. Quick wax on the dash. Turtle wax on the leather seats. Now, I understand why the dealerships can't do this thorough of a detail for their new cars. I would have thought that the higher end vehicles would receive this, and maybe Mercedes and BMWs, possibly Audi, they may do that. But I can tell you that when I purchased my Corvette, I bought it brand new, and they did not thoroughly detail the vehicle. I mean, it was washed, don't get me wrong. It looks good to the eye, but as I stated before, upon a detailed inspection, there are some areas of opportunity. So I think the glass came out really good. I even did the plastic trim here with the Meguiar's Ultimate wax, just to preserve some of the plastic and some of the rubber trimming, the black trimming, preserve its life. Not that it's going to be an outdoor car, because it really isn't. It's going to be covered parking, but at work, unfortunately, I do not have covered parking, and I will no longer be taking the Vette to work as much as I used to. This would be my new daily driver. But wow, really happy with the results. So for those of you buying a brand new car, any car, do your due diligence, take your time, clay bar it. You saw the picture of the clay bar, how dirty it looked, how dirty it was. It just doesn't appear to be dirty to the naked eye, but in fact it is. So if you're buying the car brand new, go ahead and detail it yourself. No one's going to do a better job than you. As the owner of the vehicle, having the pride of ownership, you will probably wax and detail every square inch of the vehicle, while the professional detailer, as good as he or she might be, may not take as much care as you will with your own vehicle. So with that said, it was an absolute blast making this video. My body's aching because it took me about 6 hours to complete the vehicle, but it was very therapeutic for me from a mental perspective. I enjoyed getting to know the car. I enjoyed cleaning it and making it look the way I envisioned it looking. So with that said, till the next one, drive safely.